10 minutes of balance work. Let's do it. We're just going to start with a light warm-up. We're going to switch one foot and then the other. Just real easy. Get the ankles warm. Welcome back to another video, guys. This is my weekly roundup and routine trying to improve balance. If you followed anything at all, you know that my left leg's pretty strong, my right leg struggles, and I like to take these weekly working sessions and try to build from there as I'm trying to build balance and strength on the right leg. So feel free to follow along with me. Find any variation that works for you, any regressions or any progressions that works for you. We all have a place in our lives to improve our balance in one way or another. So as your feet get warm here, your ankles kind of wake up to what's going on, you can start to give some challenges. So can you lift the leg and hold? Lift the leg and hold. And as you do this, I have this foam pad. It helps with tactile feel. I could do this on the ground, but the foam pad gives a little bit more of a challenge, which you could say you're not far enough along to use the foam pad yet, but this does have some give that the ground does not give, and it lets my toes kind of feel into what's going on and send information up to my brain. So I'm going to focus this work on the right leg. Maybe your left leg is the weak leg. I think most people are right leg dominant. But yeah, so I'm going to start and I'm going to do all weight on this right leg, and we're going to do 10 touches on the left. 2, 3, 4. Staying firm here all the way through. You might feel a burn, you might not in the glute. We want to try to stay firm to that pad. So after you do 10 kind of touches with the left, we're going to now skip a touch. We're going to go in between. So instead of this pace of kind of a steady metronome, we're going to skip. Skip there. Hold it for like double the time. So again, that right leg is going to start to want to seek balance and stability, where here you can just kind of bob back and forth or sway, or don't really sway forward or backward, it's more side to side. When you skip, you actually have to start to balance. So it's a level up, and then maybe we can go from, we'll call this 2 seconds, 1, 2, that was a quick 2, 1, 2. Now we can go 3 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, tricky, fell back there. If you followed along at all, this is all about the hip, and we just want to be firm through the foot, keep the knee kind of where it's at. The knee can kind of go with you, but it's all about the hip. So the outer glute, the back of the glute, and the adductor on the inside is what makes us go or not go. So yeah, we're just pulsing here. And if you have a stronger leg, what you can do is spend time on that leg, and this teaches the brain to transmit signals to the other side. So if you wanted, you could start with the strong leg, and I can hold this for quite a while, and then translate to the other leg, and that other leg should improve a little bit instead of starting from scratch. So you can see there, that was a pretty decent hold for what I'm used to and what I'm trying to build to. So this is much easier for me now. I can fall off to either direction, but my natural bend is to fall to the inside. Yeah, just working, feeling around in here. I want to use my toes, spread them nice and wide as I'm trying to grip. Grip the pad, feel the pad, trust my hips to move me, trust my adductors to pull me back into place. If I fall backwards, try to fire that back glute. Well, not that I have a front glute, but try to get that glute to fire in. I'm at a natural anterior pelvic tilt, so that's an added challenge to this. But yeah, let's kind of give this right leg a test and see how long we can go. If you followed my 60-second challenges, you know my record for the right leg at this point is about 13 seconds in one hold. Haven't gotten beyond that yet, but we're going to get there. But yeah, you can use this to just kind of toy around, freestyle. I like to treat one of these movements kind of like a baseball pitcher. So you can, say you have a ball and glove in your hand, you can kind of wind up on this leg and then try to push off. So push off here, and that works this outer glute to help you from falling off to the right side. So if you start to fall off to the right side, you can push that. Now, the counter to that is your adductor is going to have to meet you in kind of pulling you back in. So it's a fine balance. And then I wouldn't be afraid to also work the stronger leg. Maybe we see how long we can go here until that leg starts to burn, or maybe we can bounce. Maybe we can kind of trace with the other leg, or lift high, or reach down. How far can we go? That's probably it there. But then you can kind of use this leg to measure. Can I get to the knee and come back up? Can I go below the knee, and how far below the knee and come back up? I feel some calf burning in there. But yeah, I wouldn't segment this time to solely work on one leg. Use this time to make both legs burn. We want a good, healthy burn. If any of this hurts, you can regress. If being on one leg at all hurts, you can maybe go 100% the leg you're working on, and maybe give the other leg, in this instance the left leg, maybe give this 30% of ground pressure, or 50% of ground pressure, or maybe you can pulse and kind of ease off, and then maybe that's 10%. Find what works for you. Meet yourself where you are in your pain-free ability. We're going to do some counts here. We're about halfway through the 10 minutes of working. We're going to see how long we can go with this right leg. So I'm going to start to do some counting. If you've watched any of the 60-second follow-alongs, you know the drill. So we're pretty warm here. Let's see if we can hit first barrier 5 seconds. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, blew through the 5, we got to 12. And that wasn't too difficult, that didn't take too much in thinking. So can we get to a 15? 1, 2, nope, fell off there. Again, naturally want to fall off to the left side. So it's a tricky thing, because you want to stay to the outside, but you don't want to fall too far off to the outside, because then this happens. So we may want to give that right leg a rest. So let's give the left leg some work. Maybe we do, well, didn't save that there, but maybe we can do some kick-ups. So maybe we can get 5 of these in, 2, 3, nope, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that was tricky. So again, you could do this to varying degrees. Maybe for you, it's a type of pistol squat where you're kind of coming forward. I'm nowhere near ready for that, but we'll get there at some point. But maybe you can get a little bend in the knee. Maybe you can do some bouncing. Let me try not to fall off to the inside there. Maybe we can do some bouncing on the outside. Try to push off with that big toe. And then maybe to give it a little rest, maybe we just come off our heels a little bit and squeeze those calves as we try to lift up. Maybe we hold for a couple seconds. Starting to work a little bit here. Okay, let's do some more counting. We got a couple minutes left on the 10 minutes. That wasn't very good. But yeah, just play around with this. Have fun. Push yourself. Go to a burn until you feel a burn, a good burn. Yeah, this is 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Full turnaround there, not great. Let's just go 5 on the left side because we can, or maybe even 10. 2, 3, 4, maybe kick out 5, and then kind of meet your body where it's at. As your right leg comes out, your center of mass will want to go to your left, so you'll want to balance that. If you come out and to the right with it, you're just going to follow the right. That's pretty intuitive in nature, makes sense. But yeah, as you maybe kick forward, you want to lean back a bit, or if you kick backwards, you'll want to go forward a bit. That seemed a little weak there. Let's play with that for a bit. Let's see here. That's interesting. Okay, that's a weak point for the left leg. What's going on here? Okay, I guess I gotta go out and forward. It makes sense because the right leg's going behind and back. So let's do some adductor pull-ins, and then we'll do a little bit of testing for length to finish, and we'll be done. We're coming up on the 10 minutes here. We're trying to pull in an adduct, add to the body with this right adductor. So we're starting here, we're loose, and then we want to pull in and pull in. We want to tighten up, try to get that adductor to fire, and then just to even it out, let's do some adductor work. Abductor work, pushing away. So getting our pitcher stance and drive out to the side, pushing away, abducting away from the center of the body. This is obviously lateral. And then a look, I don't know if this look would help you, but kind of coming at you. We're just pushing off with that leg on the pad, driving away from the body, trying to get that lateral part of the glute to fire. So here, we'll see if we can get to 10 seconds on the right leg, and once we get to 10 seconds, we'll call it a day. So here we go. Again, toes wide, foot firmly in the pad. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That didn't work. Falling backward, that glute's not fired and locked in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fell off to the middle. A little asymmetric here, kind of messing with my mind. Here we go. We might get it here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 8.5. Okay, all right, we're gonna get it. 8.5, 8.5. We can do 10. We can do 10. No problem. No problem at all. Believing is winning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Okay. We're a bit tired now. This is much more difficult than if we would have started with this, but this is part of the weekly working sessions. So thanks for following along if you've gotten this far. All right, let's get 10 seconds. 1, nope, gotta focus here. 1, 2, nope. Nope. What's going on here? We're not that tired. We're a little lactated, but not that bad. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man. All right, maybe we aim for 5 and we get 10. 5's easy, right? Haven't really done it yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man. I think we're tired. I think the brain's tired. I think the leg's tired. That's okay though. We push through. This is where we get better. This is where we grind. Okay. 1. Man, all right. I think that lateral glute is pretty worn out. Not able to stabilize. Spread the toes, grip, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2. All right, it's just not here today. So let's do 10 touches and we're out. 1, 2. Let's go as slow as possible. 3, 4. That was probably 10. Let's call it there. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.